Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a foundation review over the Benefits Hello Happy foundation. But before we get into the review, I would like to share with you what I'm wearing on my face today. So for a toner spray, which is a pre-primer as I call it, I'm wearing the Mario Badescu Green Facial Spray. For primer, I am wearing the Benefit Professional Primer. For foundation, of course, the Benefit Hello Happy, duh. And on top of the foundation, for a setting powder, I'm using the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. For mascara, the Too Faced Better Than Sex. For blush, I'm wearing the NARS Orgasm. This is my little birthday gift that I got, and it's so cute. For brows, I'm wearing the Maybelline Tattoo Studio pen and gel. I will do a review on this next time. And if I'm missing anything, oh yeah, for eyeshadow, I'm only wearing one today because I wanted a more natural look. I'm just wearing a MAC Shimmer in Oh So Glitty. It's a Dazzle shadow, and yeah, it's just a single shadow. And for setting spray, to put it all together, my holy grail, the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Alright, now that you see what I'm wearing on my face, let's get into the foundation review, shall we? So the Benefit Hello Happy foundation comes in 12 shades. I am shade 1, which is Cool Fair with pink undertones. And this foundation is a light to medium coverage. It is buildable and it is a soft blur foundation. So it is great for people who have large pores, texture, and acne scarring. So it blurs out all of those little imperfections. It is such a light coverage that you would need to build it up if you have pretty red skin like I do. For me, it took about 2 layers, which isn't too bad. And I do pretty light layers to begin with. So if you were to just kick it on a little bit more than I do, you might be okay with just 1 layer of foundation. So this is a light to medium coverage. As I said, it also has a SPF 15, so that's pretty nice. If you're just doing some walking around outside, maybe doing some grocery shopping, you would not need to put on a sunscreen underneath this. But if you're going to spend a day outside, such as maybe going to a picnic, going to an amusement park, you would probably want to put a sunscreen underneath this. In the directions, it actually claims that you should reapply every 2 hours if you're using it as a sunscreen, but I am not using it as a sunscreen, so I will not be applying it every 2 hours. It doesn't say on the box how long wear it is supposed to be, but I have normal skin. I don't have excessive dryness or oiliness, so for someone with normal skin, it is an all-day wear for me. I usually wear this for 8 to maybe 10 or 12 hours, so it's perfect for me. Love it. If you have oily skin, you would definitely need to pat it down with a powder. My recommendation to you would be the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores if you have large pores, and if you don't, just use Cody Airspun from Walmart. I will grab that real quick. I love this. It's a loose setting powder. It's perfect for baking the under eyes with concealer. I am actually not wearing concealer today because I'm going for a natural makeup look today. So anyway, into the review of this foundation. So before I apply any foundation, I wash, moisturize, and prep my skin before the foundation. So that includes me washing my face with my Proactive Deep Cleanser. I apply my Proactive Toner, as well as this Mario Badescu toner as well. And it's just good for adding some moisturizer and firming up the skin a little bit before applying foundation. And I find that using a toner underneath the foundation just help it last a little bit longer. And if you have oily skin, it might help kind of detain the oils that you do have. Now, I have normal skin, which means I don't get oily or dry. But since I have normal skin, it is perfect for moisturizing. So I will use just a normal moisturizer underneath the toner as well. And then I will apply this foundation with a beauty blender. This foundation is not good with a brush. It comes out really streaky and patchy, and it doesn't give you the coverage that you probably should need. So use a beauty blender with this, and I was even told that you can use this with your fingers. I prefer not to do that because I don't want to get any excess dirt or oils into my skin. I want to keep it nice and clean, so I use a clean beauty blender every single day with this foundation. So this is a foundation that is buildable. It claims to be anyways. I find that it is buildable because I have red skin, so I will put on 2 layers with a beauty blender and just bounce it into the skin. And I find that it does an amazing job of blurring my pores, my texture, and my acne scarring. I have really bad pores. They are just ginormous. I'm actually in the process of fixing that with a derma roller, and I will get into my derma roller a little bit later. But if you just have normal skin like me with large pores, I find that this would be a great foundation for you. And everyone's skin is different, so I can't promise you this will be a perfect foundation for you, but I have found that it is great for me, and it has been my favorite foundation for a week now. So I still need to test it out a little bit longer, but I hate doing first impressions because I find that it's not very helpful. You need to test it out multiple times with with different primers, moisturizers, toners. It is great to test it out as much as you possibly can to find a way that works for you. This is the product, well, these are the products that I use that work for me. So if you have oily skin or like very dry skin, I can't really help you with that. I would say this foundation really is aimed for people with normal to dry skin. It says that it is oily to dry, but I feel like this would just be broken apart by the oils in your skin if you do have oily skin. So I would recommend this to normal to dry skin, and just dump a moisturizer onto your face. But besides that, I love this foundation for a week now. I have found that it has not broken me out, thank God, because I have very acne prone skin. So I also have very sensitive skin. So if you also have sensitive skin and acne prone skin, I feel like this would be a great foundation for you. Now, it does retail for $29, and it has 1 fluid ounce, so it's very standard, and it's actually a little bit cheaper than other foundations that I have used. So I will go ahead and pull out some of the foundations that I have used that I don't like, that most people do like. And I will kind of talk to you about the difference between this foundation compared to others. So 2 foundations I would like to compare the Hello Happy to would be the Makeup Forever Liquid Foundation as well as Fenty. So the shade range in these 2 foundations are much greater than the Hello Happy. Fenty obviously has 40 shades, and I think Makeup Forever also has 40 or 42 shades. I can't remember, but I'll insert the shade range here. And both of these are in the lightest shade. And they're much lighter than the Hello Happy, but the reason why I picked up the 2 lightest shades is because I got these in the winter time and I get much paler. I do not like these 2 foundations at all. As you can see, I've used it a lot because I never give up with a foundation. I always try to find a way to make it work for my skin, but I haven't had any luck with these. I find that this is way too thick on my skin. It over exaggerates my pores, my texture, and I hate the way this sits on my skin. It becomes very blotchy and patchy. This is just not a foundation for me. This is a little bit better. This covers up my redness very well. It doesn't break me out, and it is a lot thinner, but I found that throughout the day it just does not look good on my skin. It just looks worse as the day goes along, no matter what primer, foundation, not foundation, a powder or a setting spray that I use. These are just 2 foundations that do not work for my skin. They're too thick, thin, but over exaggerates. I would say that if you don't have large pores or texture or a lot of fine lines, I think this would be a great foundation for you. Now this is pretty expensive. This is in the $40 range, $40 to $50, and I think if you have just normal skin, not a whole lot of imperfections, this could be a foundation for you. So I would definitely recommend this to anyone that has that type of skin. It was amazing with oily skin for me. And it's also great for dry skin because I went on Accutane and it dried the heck out of my skin. Before I was on Accutane, I had very oily skin. So this is a foundation that works for any type of skin. So I would recommend this to other people. So anyway, I think that will conclude today's review over the Benefit Hello Happy Foundation. I recommend this to anyone with large pores, acne scarring, texture, and I just really like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Sorry it's a little bit choppy. I am just not a great public speaker today. I don't know what is up with me. I might include some of my little bloopers at the end because a few of them are kind of funny. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video and I will see you guys next time. Bye!